Boom, hit that little 30-second jump, and then yo, yo, yo,
Yo,
yo,
yo,
yo,
yo.
yo.
What's up, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Welcome. Sunday, doing a special edition, hip hop edition. Spit your game, talk your shit, man. What's popping, my G?
Man, Chef KG in the building, man. Sunday fun day, as they call it. But it's not really a fun day. I'm watching my Niners get their ass whooped. It's not cute.
No doubt. Well, I mean, listen, the Cowboys won, you know what I'm saying? So, we going to do what it do. We going to hold it down, but I ain't here to talk about no fucking football. Football cool, man. But we got a lot more exciting things going on right now in the state of hip hop. The state of the culture has took another body blow. Like, oh shit, where the fuck did this come from? Where did sucker punch come from? Damn. I'm sure you guys know by now. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick dropped unexpectedly on Friday with the album GNX. 12-track album. What can I say? People saying it's album of the year. People are saying that it's a classic. People saying a lot of things. Some people saying that there's only 3 songs that's on there. People saying this and that. It's a lot of saying right now. Yes, but sir. What do you say, my brother? I mean, how do you feel first about him dropping the way he did? And how do you feel about the album?
All right. 2 words for the way he dropped when he did. An unexpected victory. How I feel about the album. Bro, it's amazing. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. That shit dope. I've been a Kendrick fan, so I'm not saying that with like any bias because, I'll tell you how I feel about, But, bro, that shit is nothing short of amazing, dog. Like I said, an unexpected victory, nigga. That nigga dropped. Nobody knew shit. And I told you, it's on the podcast a few episodes ago. I told you that it was going to drop this year, too.
Okay. Yeah, we was all wondering if he was going to drop. No doubt. For real, for me, I have to keep listening to the album. I've listened to it about maybe 3 or 4 times probably by now. But I got to keep listening to the album for me to give it like my final critique. But just off top, I think it's a good album. I think this is a warm-up. I think this is a precursor to another album. I don't think this is the album that he's going to leave off with after the Super Bowl. I think this is like, okay, let me put something out there to the people. I'm probably going to perform some of these songs on the Super Bowl. That way I can get some of my LA guys on the Super Bowl, get them a huge look. You know what I'm saying? I think it was strategic in that mode, in that function. But yeah, I think it's a good album, man. I can't say classic. I can't give it that yet. And I'm not gonna lie, just off top, I don't know, man. For me, man, if it's for me to call something a classic, it has to be a marriage of production and lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say I fuck with every beat on this album. I'm not even gonna lie and say, but I fuck with every song on this album, though. I do. I think every song got a place. But if you asking me, is this the song that's gonna cripple? Is this the album that's gonna cripple Drake? I'm gonna say no. I mean, he won the battle, but if this, you know what I'm saying, if it's like this the atom bomb on him, no, I don't think so.
I don't even look at it as that. But he did have some slight jabs in that motherfucker though. And the fact that he sounded like Pop in his real voice, no AI shit. And that's a slap in the face to Drake when he had to do the AI shit.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think Drake was just trying to be creative. I don't think it wasn't the fact that Drake couldn't recreate Pac voice. I just think that it was just more so he was trying to do a creative move with Pac and Snoop voice in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Kendrick sounded like Pac, but he had the same delivery as Pac and even a little bit more faster too. You know what I'm saying? He had a little bit more fury in that motherfucker, I'll say. Yeah, but that song is dope though. Not to tell you, I love that song Reincarnated. That song is super dope. He sampled the Pac Made Niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I was wondering what song that was.
Oh yeah, that's Made Niggas. That was off the Super Cop soundtrack. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was attached to any album, but it could have been. They could have slapped it on the album, but it first came out on the Super Cop soundtrack with Jackie Chan. It's a Jackie Chan movie back in the day. But yeah, dope ass song, man. And throughout this album, I don't know, people be picking it up, but I be picking it up. Pac delivery isn't the only delivery that he was influenced by on his album, though. You know what I'm saying? When I go through these songs, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. It was even a song where he took, if in my opinion, he took the PD Pablo delivery off the Goody song, off the song called Goodies. He got a song that's kind of reminiscent. I can't tell you the name of it, but I was sitting back listening to it like, okay, sound like Goodies for some reason. But anyway, I just think he did that a lot through the album. It wasn't just Pac. It was just influenced a lot of motherfuckers, man, and just went in.
Yeah, I feel like he was.
Let's get to this. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And I love the samples he used. I love Heart Part 6. Heart Part 6 is probably one of my favorite songs on his album. I think it's one of the most genuine songs on his album. You know, he's answering a lot of questions that real Kendrick fans always wanted to know, like what happened to that Black Hippie album? You know what I'm saying? Niggas, we really wanted that album. You know what I'm saying? And he's finally addressed it. I'm like, okay. He was saying like, yo, the way I wanted to rap conceptually was different from what y'all was on. You know what I'm saying? And I respected that. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And we see he wasn't lying. Kendrick went to a whole nother level. Pimp a Butterfly, that was a completely, totally different Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't mad at that. And I ain't mad at, because I ain't never heard no disrespect come Kendrick way from Ab-Soul and them guys. You know, I think they respect him.
Hear that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love that TDE camp. Them niggas was, you know, they had that bond. You know what I'm saying?
Shit on the Schoolboy Q on Drink Champs, he was kind of being modest with the shit. Like he was the weakest link out the group. Like, nigga, you got bars, nigga, you got style. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? But they love that nigga K-Dot, bro. They ain't finna let nothing happen to dude.
Nah, man, K-Dot good, man. But let's get into it, because I already know this is gonna be a brand new segment right here. Because, like you mentioned earlier, Kendrick took some jabs at some motherfuckers. You know, most notably, two iconic figures in the hip hop game. You know, and let's talk about Snoop. I want to get Snoop out the way first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kendrick had a line saying that, I ain't about to I'm just gonna paraphrase, but basically saying he felt the way about Snoop posting TaylorMade. And I'm not gonna lie, at the time when Snoop posted that, I was kind of like, damn, that's kind of crazy. You know, to myself, I was like, well, maybe he reposted it because it had him in it. You know, it had his likeness in it. Like, I know he ain't trying to diss Kendrick, because that's not how Aftermath roll. They kick Game out the motherfucking click for that. You know what I'm saying? They don't roll like that. So I took it that way. But evidently Kendrick took it the way I thought, perceived it at first. Which was unfortunate. But well, first of all, I don't want to keep rambling. What you think about that? You know what I'm saying? Snoop reposting that song.
That is crazy. But like you said, if it has his likeness in it, I mean, I get that part. But at the same time, it's looking suspect.
It's looking very suspect. But you know what? And I'm gonna keep listening to the album, but I don't think he addressed this, but he ain't say nothing about 50 though. Doing this whole beef, 50 was taking pictures with Drake in the club. You know what I'm saying? Had his arm around him and shit. Some people might perceive that as, hey, what's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? But he ain't addressed that.
He don't have no allegiance to 50, do he? Just other than
Aftermath though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Other than that,
Aftermath tree, yeah. Okay. Aftermath tree, and 50 been on some Kendrick songs. Kendrick's been on some 50 songs. They work together. It seemed like a unified front from the outside looking in. I ain't never known them niggas ain't never traded no words. 50 ain't never joked about Kendrick, so I ain't never think it was nothing though. But he didn't address that. Or perhaps him and 50 might have talked behind the scenes.
Yeah, that too.
No doubt, man. But let's get to the response, okay? Snoop responded, I think maybe the same day, later on that day. And he was saying, because Kendrick made a remark like maybe it was the edibles, that had Snoop doing that, you know what I'm saying? And Snoop replied back, it was the edibles, you know what I'm saying? Then he said something, West King, I kind of like how he handled that. Like, all right, I'm gonna take my slap on the face. I ain't about to roar back at you. You know what I'm saying? All right, it was the edibles, fam. You got it, bro. I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? So I salute that because I do want to see the West unified.
Mm-hmm.
I salute that. But yeah, that pretty much summed that up. It's not really too much of a story there because he pretty much saluted him. Boom, and we can move on from that situation. But he mentioned another guy.
Yeah, I already made a post about this, so yeah, I already know where you're going with this.
He mentioned another guy. Now I already know you know where I'm going. Everybody know where I'm going. Lil Wayne, Lil Weezy, Weezy F Baby. Please say the baby. My man went at Weezy, and I already know what you're going to say, but I would just like to say I think he did diss him in the most respectful way that you can diss a man because he acknowledged Lil Wayne as one of his influences. He talked on how he bumped the Carter 3. I've seen Kendrick, what I'm saying? I remember when Wayne was about to retire, Kendrick came on his live and someone was like, yo, you can't retire. He started rapping Lil Wayne lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how much I fuck with you. He rapping the old lyrics, not the new shit. He rapping the shit when Wayne 15 to 16 years old. So he's definitely an influence. So he acknowledged that. But then he said, I guess my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Now that's a diss. You know what I'm saying? Because how can somebody's hard work let somebody else down unless you feel like that person is hating at the moment? You feel me? Hard work should always be congratulated. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think the diss come in. Like, bro, damn. And then, I think it was a kind of a play on Lil Wayne because Lil Wayne, when he did his response about the Super Bowl snub, he was like, man, I worked really hard for this. You know what I'm saying? He kept referencing how hard he worked and how he felt he deserved it. And then in that bar, Kendrick was like, how you going to let, I think, my hard work let Lil Wayne down. So I could be reading into it, but that's how I felt. That's why I say it's a diss, but it's a respectful diss because he came at him respectfully first. I'm gonna give you your flowers. I fucked with you. But I think how you handled this situation by not congratulating me was some foul shit. And then the floor is yours.
That's a good way to take it. But a lot of people taking it, like you say, like a diss, but I don't think it was a diss. I think that's just how he felt in the moment when he made that shit. I'm kind of thinking the Drake shit as well too, because Wayne is definitely aligned with Drake. So I think it was like a bar, but not really. I guess what you say, a light jab, if that.
It was a jab. That's what I'm saying. It was it was a light jab to let a nigga know you irritated me with that. You can tell Kendrick, he felt the way. Otherwise, he wouldn't be mentioning it. If it was something, he wouldn't be tripping. If Soulja Boy said something, he probably wouldn't even, he ain't gonna trip off that. But the fact that it happened with Wayne, pretty much, it looked like damn near one of his rap idols, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of your rap heroes, so to speak, not taking the time to congratulate you. Now, I will say this, because this shit got a lot of layers, man. Or I'm gonna ask you this question, then I'll go after, after you land. Do you think Wayne should have said something about Kendrick as far as a congratulatory, some type of expression? Like maybe saying like, I'm disappointed, man. I felt like I deserved it, but I do want to say congrats to the young king, Kendrick. Do you think he had to say something like that?
I don't believe he's obligated to say anything, but he already clearly stated how he felt by saying what he said anyway. You know what I mean? He said, he said it in so many words without saying that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't think he's obligated, but at the same time, he also revealed that Nas was the only one that called him and said that. So that's kind of weird. Nobody would have thought that. Not saying Nas and Kendrick aren't cool, but you wouldn't have thought that would, he would be the first name that comes to mind.
You know what? That was kind of weird because I just can't believe that. To be honest, I think that's cap. I got to call cap. You can't tell me. I'm sure it's way more people that probably hit Kendrick up in his DMs. Yo, congrats. I can't believe that Nas is the only rapper that congratulated him. What he maybe meant to say was maybe he was the only God tier rapper that might have congratulated him or something, perhaps. But I just can't see a Eminem not saying, "Hey man, congratulations," when Eminem had him on his show. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. I just don't see Dr. Dre not congratulating Kendrick Lamar. So that's why I call cap on that one.
Or he could just be saying, but besides like the obvious, like the people you just said,
yeah, the obvious. That's what
obvious
I'm saying.
Love. Then Nas would probably be the only one that's not in his camp. That's what he was referring to.
That's crazy. Like that. I don't, man. You think
I don't see that either.
I don't see that either. I even see J. Cole hitting them up.
Yeah.
Hey man, congratulations, King, or something. Whatever. However they talk. Like you know what I'm saying. But I think he said that to make the bar hit harder. Like I think he was speaking to Lil Wayne at that point. That's who I think he was speaking to. I feel like you, bro. Even though it would have been politically correct to say I'm disappointed, but congratulations, however you want to spin it. I don't think he's obligated, man. And the reason I say that is when he talks about hard work, I believe that, bro. I do think he's more deserving of a Super Bowl than Kendrick just based on the grind. Like when you say hard work, yes, I've been doing this for a while. And not to mention, Lil Wayne was reigning at a time where there was a lot of talent out there, a lot of big time niggas. It was, it's different. It's different. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we talk about is Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. It wasn't like that back in the day. It was a whole slew of niggas. So I think the fact that he held that flag down during that time, the fact that he survived evolutions of music, the fact that this nigga put a whole label on his back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna say Cash was sinking or something, bro, but he put him back. And not only did he steady the ship, this nigga upgraded the ship, added new talent, got the Nicki, got the Drakes. That nigga, he is deserving of that because he brought the world so much more than what Kendrick has. I'm just for real. You know what I'm saying? So in those terms, if you want to just say strictly by those terms, not the type of selection of music Lil Wayne got, but strictly by the grind and what he did to this culture, how he influenced the culture. He's influenced the culture way more than Kendrick. Let's keep it real now. Any nigga that can give you the idea of putting face tats on your face, yeah. He really means something to you. That's all I'm saying. So I do think that he is more deserving of it than Kendrick, and that's not a slight. Because I'm glad Kendrick got, because that's a win for hip hop no matter what. But if you want to talk in them terms, yeah, man, he, so by that reasoning, he ain't obligated to say shit to you, bro. You was rapping his lyrics. You should let that man have the respect. You should have let that man go about his business. I'm gonna have enough respect, even if I felt like you slighted, dog. I got too much respect for you to call you out. To be honest. You over there rapping this man lyrics. Now you want to put his name in the song? I think that's crazy. But it's hip hop, so it's all fair. So moving on from that, because there's another layer to this, bro. Let's talk about the Lil Wayne response. How do you feel about the response that he had to Kendrick?
That's typical of Wayne. Like he said, he ain't about nobody.
What was that, bro? You was breaking up.
Oh, I said that was a typical Wayne response, man. He was just telling the truth. He chilling in the cut, probably making music or being a family man, and he hear his name dropped in the song. It's like, damn, I thought we was cool.
I mean, but I read into it like your nigga say, don't come for my head, man. I think, that was a threat, my nigga. That was a little bit more than don't come for my head, nigga. Don't wake up a sleeping giant. What the fuck did I do? Like, yo, you do not something, nigga, something. You don't want to disturb me, nigga. Like, he was talking, as they say, spicy out there. He was talking a little spicy, bro.
As he
so all right, so there's a lot of layers to that, right? Because now the talks is and the fact that now the conversation is now, okay, what's up with a Wayne and Kendrick battle? Now, before I dive into it, how do you feel how do you just feel overall about a Wayne and Kendrick battle?
That would be crazy. But I don't think Kendrick would do it.
You don't think
Wayne
so?
wouldn't have responded. If Wayne would have responded with a song versus a tweet, I don't think Kendrick would have said nothing.
Well, I think Wayne did a proper response to what happened. Like you said, it was a light jab. Now imagine if Kendrick would have went off the same way he went off on Drake on that Future and Metro Boomin song. You know what I'm saying? When he went heavy at him. Yeah, I think we would have heard a Lil Wayne song. I don't think we would have even saw a Lil Wayne tweet. I think the next thing we would have heard was a Wayne song. But he did go light on him. They gave him a warning.
He
Like,
ain't got one already.
what you say? What, a warning already? I don't know.
Yeah, just like a song in the cut that can just be for Kendrick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Or for any rapper. You know what I mean?
I think,
All
bro,
you
and
gotta
that's
do is
one of,
change a couple bars.
and that's another reason, bro. You know, not to stray away, but that's another reason why I think he's more deserving of one than Kendrick, just far as his work ethic, man. This nigga lives in the studio. You right, he probably already clipped up because that's the type of nigga he is. That nigga be in the studio all day. Not that I think that I really don't think Wayne is in the studio writing battle raps though, but he could be. You know what I'm saying? You know, he could. But no matter what, if he ain't got any raps already prepared, nigga, shit, he gonna get something together. You know, which brings me to this question. I know you said you don't think Kendrick would accept the battle, but you know, fucking hypothetically, if it go down, how you calling it?
I don't know, man. I don't know, because you can't really say Wayne or wash Kendrick because you just clearly see what he did to Drake. So, I mean, I don't know, dog. That would be tough. Honestly.
Oh man.
You can't say he
You
just
know,
washed the nigga, bro. You can't just say that.
you know what? From what I've been seeing on social media, just posts and things of that nature, I think the majority is swaying to like Kendrick get Lil Wayne up out of there. And most of the reason is that I'm seeing is that Kendrick is more of a battle rapper. Like we can go back and you can find old footage of Kendrick battle rapping niggas on playgrounds. Like you can't really find that with Wayne. You know what I'm saying? He never really was a battle rapper in that sense. You know, Kendrick is kind of more built for that type of sport.
Has Wayne even had any beefs? Like rap
and
beefs
that's another thing. That's another thing I've been seeing people brung up. Like, well, damn, that is true. When Pusha T went at them boys, Wayne never responded. Wayne never responded with a song like that. He might have threw some jabs maybe somewhere, but he never responded. And that's when people was like, shit, dog, when an elite rapper stepped to him, he ain't had nothing to say. Now, the only time I can say Wayne had a beef with niggas is a couple times. It's probably maybe a couple more, but the two things that maybe stand out is probably the little jabs he went back and forth with Jay-Z. They never did a whole song, but sometimes they'll dedicate a few bars. You know, I kidnap your lady or something, whatever. You ain't got my lady money, you know, that shit, that it. But they never really went head up, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really count that. And then only time when he was beefing with Juvenile, you know what I'm saying? You know, when Juvenile came out with
degrees.
right, you know what I'm saying? That type shit. But that really was maybe like a song. But when he did I Miss My Dogs, that kind of stopped all that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. You know, so I can't really say he has been in any beefs, bro. He ain't battle trained like Kendrick, bro. I will say that. But this is why even the playing field. This is why I think Wayne has a fighting chance of beating Kendrick. Now, if you break it down like this, Kendrick's knockout blow to Drake was Not Like Us, right? And Not Like Us, he had to break it down on the club type beat. He kind of went different. He went left. Nobody expected him to go that route. You know what I'm saying? So this wasn't really the lyrical miracle Kendrick that got Drake up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He was just saying some real shit, you know, being A minor, you know, kind of comedic with it too, you know, making fun of him. Now, that's Wayne's lane right there. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't talking about being all lyrical miracle and you want to be clever with your words, Wayne do that all day. And he's one of the best at doing that. He's one of the best at killing a club song. You remember all the motherfucking dedications or all the mixtapes, he'll take somebody else's song and do it better than them? Wayne is built for that type shit, bro. So if Kendrick want to take it there with Wayne, that's where Wayne is the problem. Because I think Wayne is better suited for that club vibe than Kendrick. That's not Kendrick's lane. He does it well, but that's not what he do. That's what Wayne do. Wayne kill club type tracks all day. You know, and he's good at making hip hop quotables to have the whole crowd. You know, he's good with that. So that's why that's the only way I see a Wayne winning. Not on a real lyrical beat, but on some shit like that. Yeah, you want to take it to the clubs, nigga? All right. We could do that. But yeah, man. But shit, anything you want to say on that, man? Like I said, I know it's a lot of layers on that, man.
I don't know, man. It'd just be tough. I say Kendrick, man. You never know with that nigga, bro.
Yeah.
You never know.
And that's what I love about him too, man. You know, he's unpredictable. Straight up.
Yeah.
And I'm giving him all the luck in the world, bro. Like, if them niggas got a battle, they got a battle. I just don't want it to go left because Kendrick is coming down to New Orleans, you know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I think they'll be a fool to try something at Super Bowl, to be honest. You know, and I think security is going to be out the crazy. I don't think Kendrick probably even got to bring his own security. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make sure that man is locked down. So I don't, you know, and I don't think he's going to be celebrating. I don't know. I can't speak for that man, but maybe he will be celebrating in the city afterwards. I don't know. Or he might get the fuck up out of there. Who knows? But they'll be crazy to try something at Super Bowl. But I don't want nothing to happen, man. Yeah. No New Orleans niggas will take it there quick.
Yes, sir.
Straight up, man. Whew.
Yeah.
Fun thing before we get off that subject, though. All right. There's 4 items, okay? 1 must go. You following me? 4 items, 1 must go, okay? All right. First item is Kendrick Lamar. Second item is candy yams. Third item is mac and cheese. The 4th item is greens. One must go.
You say, what was the first one?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, broke up. Kendrick Lamar, green jams, and
Mac and cheese. 1 must go out your life forever.
Yeah, I don't eat sweet potatoes like that. So yeah.
A lot of, you know what, from food items, the only item I seen people saying was greens. You know, but surprisingly, people say Kendrick for some damn reason. I don't know why. That's crazy. What the hell? I lost. There we go.
Yeah, what you say?
Yeah, I lost feed.
That's internet.
No, I'm saying a lot of people. Yeah, I see, man. It's kind of jumpy, but I was just saying that I saw a lot of people were saying take the greens away. You know, 1 must go. You can get rid of the greens, and I feel you because the greens is not better than greens ain't better than the mac and cheese and candy. To me, that's a combination that can beat. But greens need to be there. I would hate not having greens, you know, on the soul food day.
Yeah, I ain't big on sweets anyway, so yeah. I can do away without that.
Without the candy, yeah. All right. Man, what's up, bro? What you got, man?
I got a Mar just really man, this fucking internet. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo. All right. Ice Cube, man. What you think about that?
I got a chance to check out about half the album.
Okay.
I got to listen to it again. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't just come off the charts and hit me. You know what I'm saying? For the songs that I heard, I did hear some good songs though. I love that My Ego, and I love that Ego Maniac that got the remix with Killer Mike and who's the other nigga on that motherfucker? Damn, I forgot though. But yeah, Killer Mike and damn, who the fuck was it? Anyway, I don't want to rack my brain though. I gotta listen to it, man. I gotta put some more work in on that cube, man. I missed a lot of songs. I mean, I was planning on listening to that Ice Cube, and all of a sudden that fucking Kendrick just dropped out of nowhere. And that kind of took all my attention. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that stop time, nigga.
Yeah, for sure. You know, especially, you know, I was listening to it when before everybody started piecing out the Wayne shit. And I was like, damn, is he talking about Wayne on this motherfucker? You know, but yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I gotta get another listen to him. I gotta show my boy Cube some respect, man.
Yeah.
But what you think about it though? You listen to it, man? What's going on with it?
Yeah, we was jamming it at work, man. It's pretty it's not messages in his raps though. He still got that, and that's dope. Glad that, and the storytelling too. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah, he's still dropping gems, man. It's a different Q, but I mean it's probably suited for what he is now because the nigga ain't doing what he was doing back when he created his last album. You know what I'm saying? Well, like The Predator and America's Most Wanted and Lethal Injection Days. You know what I mean? That's what I think people kind of compare it to. But they grow up now.
Facts. Yeah, facts. I mean, you know what? Really, a lot of his later projects, you know, he ain't dropped in a long time. I don't remember how many years it's been since he dropped, but albums like Raw Footage, you know what I'm saying? Albums like Raw Footage, dog, is just so underrated, and people, you know, really wasn't. I ain't gonna say Q was in the eye of the public at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was later in his career, but that's a classic to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Gangsta Rap made me do it. I mean, bruh. So yeah, man, he's consistent, dog. He's like a Scarface, man. Every time he sings the drop, he don't play around. So that's why I really got to get his album some respect. But it just didn't jump off at me. I'm trying to get the groove of this album, you know, because with the title "Man Down," I thought it was about to be just all type of gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? But he got different vibes on this album, so I need to really sit back and soak it all in, man. Straight up.
But another thing with that Gen X before we get off of that, but a lot of people was equating that he's bringing that Grand National back around. But I saw a nigga in the comments was like, well, nigga, y'all niggas must have really forgot about or didn't pay attention to Larry June doing that shit because he definitely brought the Grand National back too. On
man, listen, man.
I forgot what album cover that was, but he did something like that. But his was like a aerial shot. It wasn't like a up close. You know what I'm saying? So,
listen, man. With all due respect to these rappers, the Grand National ain't never went no motherfucking where. You know what I'm saying? Grand National has always been my favorite car in that class. You know what I'm saying? Grand Nationals ain't went nowhere. You know, now niggas gonna be thinking, oh yeah, these niggas put Grand Nationals back on the map. Nah, these niggas ain't put Grand Nationals back on the map. If you go to motherfucking, you go to car shows, you see plenty Grand Nationals, my nigga. Them niggas is not. It is not like it's about to be a research. Now, to be honest, they will popularize it again because you probably got a couple guys now that might have been thinking about getting the old school. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get that Grand National. But
it was only so many made though.
Yeah, it's only so many made. But you know, you got motherfuckers putting kits on shit. You know what I'm saying? My brother had a Grand National. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was super hard, bro. Love that car, man. You know, but yeah, man. Listen. I can't go mad. I wasn't mad at the motherfucking cover. I wasn't mad at the card he used. I love a Grand National. I thought that was some gangster shit.
Isn't that,
It was like
ain't
G
that
and
just
X.
like
I'm
this?
like, damn,
Just
that's
like
one of the go ahead.
no, go ahead. This
No, I was just
internet
saying G
letters
and
be
X
crazy.
is just one of the series of the Grand National. I'm like, all right, that
Yeah,
was dope. So I knew what the title was, but I just didn't understand. I really still don't understand, you know, the meaning behind it though. You feel me?
allegedly, I don't know how true this is. You know, people talk, but um, a couple of little blog sites put out that that's what he got. That's what he came home in. That's what his dad took him home in from the hospital to the crib. Yeah, took him home in
Dope.
an '87 Grand National Gen X. Allegedly.
Well, I mean, I listen. He's very calculated like that. You know,
So
usually when he
you know,
moves,
so, true. But if anything, it would be me. This
yeah,
internet is kicking our ass. This shit is not playing, bro. Did you hear anything I said?
yeah, yeah, I did. But yeah, man, he's very calculated, man. With that, so I can believe that. I can believe that's probably maybe the reason why his dad brought him home in the Grand National. You know, that might be the Grand National that he bought his dad. You know what I'm saying? And just used it for the shoot. You know what I mean? Who knows? You know, I mean, he's calculated like that. He's calculated, but he's mysterious at the same time. You know, still to this day, I don't know why him and Drake started beefing. You know what I'm saying? I know all the symptoms of why. Okay, yeah, you said this, now I got to come back, but I still really don't know why these niggas is beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck happened? Was it over a girl? But anyway, I ain't got to go there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so he's mysterious. He don't really tell you why though, but he just go at a nigga. It's like the motherfucker that just walk up to a nigga and punch him in the face. Like, damn, what you do that? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of nigga he gonna walk up, no words, bow. Yeah,
You're like, you
man.
had it coming, nigga.
You had it coming, nigga, straight up. You know what you did. That's pretty much what his shit is. You know what you did, nigga. Straight up. Drake, you know what you did, Drake. Now, ain't nobody coming out saying, but you know you did something, nigga. You unleashed that sleeping giant, you know. But yeah, man. Shout out to Kendrick, man. He did put out a good body of work. I'm gonna keep listening to it. You know, if it's a classic, it's a classic.
Got everybody talking.
Squabble Up, man, is one of the interesting songs on there. I love that Squabble Up. That shit got a vibe, it got an energy. I can definitely see that song being played at the Super Bowl. And that's why I think it's like strategic. You know what I'm saying? Because he got that old 80s sample in there and shit. You know what I'm saying? It got that vibe, it got energy. And that's why I think he put out that album, man, kind of as a precursor. So he can, because listen, bro. Because you know, when they first announced it, I was like, well, damn, he already did. What's the song he did? Talking about, hey, what's that shit called? Be Humble. He already did Be Humble, and he did It's All Right, you know what I'm saying? For Dre's Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just don't, I mean, would they have the same effect doing the same song just 2 years apart? So that's what I'm thinking. Like, he made this shit so I can have some fresh material to put out there. You know, of course, he gonna do the Not Like Us too. You know what I'm saying? Of course. You know, but yeah, I just think he gonna have a few of these songs. He still might do those songs. He might do a quick mashup of them songs real quick. And then get on to the new shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we'll see, man.
Yeah, that TV off is my favorite though.
I like TV Off. I do like TV Off. Monster! I like that. And that nigga, I'm saying, he going after somebody on that motherfucker song.
You think so?
Yeah. That's what, yeah, I do. I do think he going at somebody on that motherfucker song, bro. Fuck yeah. He going at somebody. TV off, nigga. Turn the TV off. Stop the games, nigga. Cameras ain't around. Be yourself. Yeah, he talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? He talking to somebody. He just ain't mentioned no names, but like I say, you know what you did, nigga.
Yeah.
And straight up, like Snoop, you know what you did, Snoop. I ain't got to go all into it. You know what you did. You know, so let's see, man. It's gonna be crazy. Like I said, so many layers to it. If them niggas gonna battle rap, do it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, if Kendrick wins, he kind of solidifies his place in hip hop. Because I done took down a giant, a current giant, and I took down a giant, I ain't gonna say in the past, but a prior king. You know what I'm saying? From the same camp. That's a heavy blow to motherfucking Young Money, in my opinion, as far as hip hop wise. So Wayne got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because you see what that battle did to Drake. That nigga ain't been the same since, man. Straight up. And look, the effect is bad. He been dropping music after that. You know, music not even getting millions of views no more. Like, hey, before you step up in there, I'm warning both niggas. Before y'all step in that ring, understand what's at stake. But I just don't think he should have been beefing with Wayne so close to the Super Bowl, because what if it do spill over and some heavy words started getting passed around? You know what I'm saying? Some "I see you when I see you" type shit start getting passed around. It could be a problem after that.
Shit. I'm trying to find this post that I was ask you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? Oh yeah, now this is crazy. I just want to touch on this because you know the Diddy shit's still going and shit, right?
Yeah.
Did you know these niggas signed, or he had people sign NDAs where they can't talk about Diddy until, hold on, let me read this, see what this says.
Yeah. Until like they death and shit, 20 years after his death.
No one can speak until 20 years after he is gone.
Right. Yeah.
So that's
I think we talked about. I could have sworn we talked about that. But yeah, that was that.
I don't know
that
if we did
out.
or not, bro.
Yeah. Because I remember that. Yeah, because they revealed that
off the
like
baby
a couple weeks
but
ago.
they weren't really tripping off of the legality part. Like, can't nobody talk about that shit till 20 years after he's dead. Like, that's
but
crazy.
You know what? A lot of people were saying that's a normal NDA for real, because to me that makes sense. If I give you an NDA, it can't be an NDA for 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be something that where you can't talk about it, or to where the point it don't even matter at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can believe any NDA will have some type of lifetime agreement to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I just think I say, man, they bring out this shit to further slang mud on the nigga name, because they probably know that's a normal NDA, but they make it seem like, 20 years after my death. Yeah, if I got some ill shit going on in here, I definitely don't want you talking about it while I'm living, and I don't want you to fuck up my legacy as soon as I die. So yeah, that makes sense. I don't give a fuck if you ain't doing ill shit. If it's some shit I don't want you to see or talk about, it could be the birth. It could be you might have witnessed one of my home births or something. I don't know. I don't want you to talk about that. You know, it ain't got to be nothing crazy like it's some freak offs going. But NDAs is just for that reason. For anything, you know. The babysitter sign NDAs for these celebrities. You can't talk about anything that goes on in this house. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's normal shit. But it's crazy nonetheless. But you already know, man, if a nigga making you sign the NDA, bro, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? We went to going to our people's party yesterday, which was just a fucking amazing motherfucking 90s, 2000s jam, whatever you want to call it.
Damn, bro.
But that's just,
I got on that karaoke mic and put the motherfucker down.
Man, bro. It's just like if we had to sign an NDA to go on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So you already know for a normal party, people not gonna have you sign NDAs. You know what I'm saying? Seeing somebody get drunk or something ain't tripping off that. So if you got to
Yeah,
sign
but
the NDA, yeah, you got to
yeah,
sign the NDA. You know you about to see some shit that they can't let get out. So yeah, you go up in that party, you know what you're going up for, man. Stop playing, man. Use the sense that God gave you. That's not a normal party. I ain't never had to walk up in the club and sign the NDA. You know what I'm saying? So come on. Straight up. But
what do you think of New York State buying Dame Dash's share of Rockefeller?
I think,
I guess they
unfortunately,
did that to he was owed back taxes or some shit.
you know, he
Owed back
spoke out
taxes or
on
some
that.
shit. So I pick that up.
Well, it wasn't the back taxes. What it was is he lost a lawsuit. That one guy sued him over, I forgot what movie he sued him over, saying that Dame Dash didn't really direct the movie. He forged, saying that he forged his credits on something like that. So he lost that in court. And, you know, he'd been trying to get his money. So, you know, he took it to the state and they was like, all right, well, shit, we're going to have to liquidate some of your assets. We're going to liquidate this third that you have in this Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so it was something that was owed, but it wasn't taxes, though, even though he does owe money in taxes. They say he does owe money in taxes, though, but that wasn't for the IRS. That was for to settle that lawsuit, which can't be taxed. You know, lawsuits can't be taxed by the IRS. But
Him and 50 going at it too over that video of his teeth falling out.
yeah,
It was crazy.
that was crazy. But you know what? Just dealing real quick, just going back to the auction. You know, he spoke on that and he kind of felt like it was crazy. It was like he felt like it was disrespectful because nobody showed up for the auction. There was not a bid. Nobody showed up. He said the only people that was in the room was Jay-Z's lawyers and some other guys, but nobody bid it at all. No other bid. So the state was just able to say, yeah, $1 million. Shit, you had nobody to, all right, bet $1 million. That's sold. Nobody else going to bid. So he was like, man, he just felt like that was kind of crazy that he just thought it would have been more people. So that just kind of show you, I think that's probably dealing with the fact that in a few years, those rights go back to Jay-Z regardless of who's the owner. That after that 30 years, or 35 year, whatever it is, writers refute, whatever it is. So he's going to get the rights automatically without having to pay a dime, no matter who owns it. So that's probably why people are like, it's a bad investment. Why I'm going to pay millions of dollars for this when I'm not even going to reap the benefits of it? Because they were saying like his third might have netted him $100,000 to $500,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? But shit, if it's about to be taken away in 2 to 3 years, I ain't gonna be able to get my money. I ain't gonna be able to recoup. So I think as a business move, it just wasn't a good move. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of compared it to, you know, well, like with Wu-Tang. Remember that Wu-Tang Martin Shkreli guy? He bought that album that Wu-Tang came out with that never got put out. It was like an exclusive Wu-Tang album. Yeah, he paid $1 million for it. You know what I'm saying? It was an exclusive Wu-Tang album, never came out, and it was auctioning it out or selling it for $1 million. He bought that.
Came out,
but
so how did he get it?
That's what I'm saying. RZA. It was, you know, RZA got a lot of songs that never been released. So somebody pieced together a Wu-Tang album of some unreleased shit. We've never heard none of these songs before. And he put it on the market and he sold it. So like you get a whole album that nobody else in the world has ever heard before. And if you don't want to play it for nobody ever will hear it. You know what I'm saying? You can have this right here for $1 million, which is crazy, but it ain't crazy. But at the same time, the dude who bought it didn't have a time limit. It's not like RZA said, but you could only have it for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think more people will probably bidding on that shit because that's something they can have for a lifetime versus, oh, it has to go back to Wu-Tang in 4 years. You feel me? So I think that's the problem with Dame Dash shit. It's just, it ain't good business, man. And I think people allegiance to Jay too. People don't want to look like they crossing Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's a different take.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, man. But he seemed kind of sad about that. But at least he's free from it, man. It's over. He ain't got to deal with Jay-Z no more, no lawyers. I'm done, nigga. We have no more contractual ties at all. So he's free from that. He ain't got to answer no more Jay-Z questions. And he can probably have that freedom he been talking about. Man, well, let's talk about some battle rap.
I saw this.
What you say?
Go ahead.
I was just real quick, man. I saw something interesting, man. They started releasing the videos, man. I kind of forgot about this because they was talking about it like kind of in the summertime. But Shotgun Suge had a different type of battle event, right? Where it wasn't about lyrics. The people was actually getting in the ring with each other with boxing gloves and getting it in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they just dropped it?
They just started dropping it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay. I thought that was a dope concept. Like, fucking niggas, put these hands up. You know what I'm saying? In the battle I seen, the dude was getting knocked around, man. Dude, yeah, he completely got dominated that fight. But I just thought that's a dope concept, man. You think something like that can work? Especially if you get if you get Verb and Holla.
Yeah, that could definitely
do
work.
some shit like that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that could definitely work. Oh, no, how them battle rap niggas be talking greasy anyway?
Yeah.
That's the perfect lane, nigga.
Facts.
That's the perfect lane, dog. You ain't got to be celebrity, nigga, but battle rap niggas talk greasy. Like, nigga, what? Boom. Shot it up, Suge. Set it up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's dope,
super
though.
Dope.
Shotgun Suge.
That's no doubt. Yeah, man. I thought that was different. I thought, you know, I really that it take off because I think it is different. A chance to, and maybe, you know, sometimes maybe he can integrate some of that boxing with the actual rap battle that's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people incorporate music and comedy. Like you might have a comedy act come out, then the rap act come out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he can do something like that. You know what I mean? Just on the same
like
card,
just to get knockout party.
Just to get it. Just all right, bet. Let's just put one. But you know, they dope, especially with Verb and Holla. That nigga, that would be some dope shit. That would be some dope shit.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And I just rewatched that battle again, man. And yeah, that was a good battle. That was a good battle.
Mm-hmm. Definitely classic, man. Well, shit,
Did you
bro.
watch Bill Collector versus JC?
No, I haven't seen that yet. I saw it. It came up on my feed. I just haven't had time to sit down, man. But that's in my plans. You already know. I gotta see that. And you know, and that's the thing, man. No, I was just about to say it's the thing. Like, I'm not in the culture to where I know when these events are popping off. So when I see these battles, I'm like, damn, where the fuck this come from? JC Bill Collector. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, that should be on somebody's main event. You know? So yeah, I gotta see it. Did you already watch it?
Yeah, I gotta rewatch it because I was watching it at work and kind of not really paying attention. But JC different though. I will say that. I was hearing some of his shit. His shit different. Because you don't hear the typical Bill Collector schemes from him. You know, you gotta make it different. You gotta put that JC shit on it. So yeah, he different. He came different in that one. But Bill Collector show, yeah, bro. Rewatch that, man. Bill Collector's a bit modern.
He was breaking
That's
up, man.
good.
Well, shit. Well, listen, bro. You know, I know this internet is kind of killing us, man, but let's say shit, man. We can go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man. I think we definitely touched on what we needed to touch on, man. And like I say, it's gonna be more to come with this Wayne and Kendrick, bro. It's gonna be more
Think
to
so?
come with this one, man. Yeah. I mean, even if it's just an apologies on both ends, I just don't see it just laying flat like this, with nobody saying nothing else, you know, because Wayne made his
And then
stance very
Super Bowl
clear.
shit.
Then you got Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is gonna do nothing but this might be. It'll be crazy. Well, it'll be crazy if Kendrick Lamar. Let me get this right. If Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance break records, that's what I'm gonna be surprised at. But I think it might break records for the simple fact Kendrick really has. I think a lot of young people will tap in just to watch this performance. You feel me? Especially after him going at Drake. So that's where I think that a lot of viewership might come. He might do bigger numbers than Drake, man. Straight up. He might do bigger numbers than Rihanna. Like I'm curious to see these numbers, bro.
He was going with Drake.
What you say?
Yeah. I only think Rihanna didn't get the numbers because she was pregnant. But
She was
not gonna turn that
pregnant.
money down.
She couldn't put on the performance that we expected. We didn't know she was pregnant. I think that was like a reveal to the world. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it was. Because I was looking like she turned sideways. I'm like, what the hell?
Right, what's going on? But yeah, you're right. But you know, she's still a beloved artist, so she still did numbers
For sure.
But man, I just think, bro, yeah, man. I just think he got his post. And like all of those artists we just named, they never had the buzz that Kendrick has going into the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when Rihanna did that motherfucking Super Bowl, I don't think she had no new albums. She was doing old shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she had a big single on the radio that was just up to climbing the charts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
No.
Yeah, he's one of the few niggas I can remember that had a straight buzz going into the Super Bowl performance. Like this, this was their year. They own this year, and also to do the Super Bowl. So I don't know, man. This might be one of the big ones, man. Pause.
Well, definitely most anticipated. What you're trying to say?
Well, right, and listen. And I think even though he's not a performer like he's over there dancing, he is active though.
Definitely people.
You know, so I think he's gonna have a lot of high energy. I think it's gonna be a lot of dope set changes. I think they're gonna give him the works, man. For real.
They saw what he did over the summertime, though. So shit.
They saw what they did over the summertime.
He might have a little bit of creative control on that.
That's what I'm saying. I would think that he does have a way. He's for sure. I don't see him not having any input on how he want to be represented. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's definitely not going to do something where he's not being put in the best light. So I can't wait, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited to see the Super Bowl. Just for that reason. Let's just see if all the hype was worth it. You know, but I think he's gonna kill it. To be honest, there's one thing I will say, there might be at this point, let me just put some respect on Wayne's name. At this point, I think Kendrick might have a better performance ethic than Wayne. Because Kendrick not gonna show up all fucked up, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be very sharp, very on point. He's gonna make sure he delivers a show.
Kung Fu Kenny, nigga.
Kung Fu Kenny. He gets focused. He goes sharp. He ain't out there smoking the blunt with a cup in his hand. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, but he's very sharp. So that's one thing I will say. I think he has a better performance ethic at this juncture Because, you know, we all seen Wayne's performances back in the day. He was all over the place. He was a monster, you know, but hey.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. But yeah, man. But listen, man, before I get up out of here, you know it's Sunday. I want to watch a few more games and you know what I'm saying, to get some damn, I ain't gonna lie, that seeing all that soul food, man, made me want to put something together. But
Sure.
but listen, I just want to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? You know, we appreciate the fans once again. We got our first 1,000 view video, you know. More to come, y'all. That's what gets my energy going. That's what gets my juices going. Seeing shit like that, seeing people responding. So shout out to TikTok, shout out to Facebook, shout out to Instagram, shout out to YouTube. You know, we coming, y'all. Merch, hey, merch is on the way, y'all. Paddock Love, man. Shout out to all my motherfucking Parker Road generals out there, baby. You know what I'm saying? Merch is on the way, bro. I ain't even mentioning, but we about to get a website is about to be built. You know, I talked to you offline about that. So we about to get a place real soon where you guys can purchase these fine things me and my co-host is wearing, man. This fine apparel right here, baby. You're gonna be able to get this. And yo, this is very comfortable, man. I'm telling you, this shit is so comfortable. Paddock Love, you know what I'm saying? This is St. Louis. No doubt.
Can you see that?
Nah, man, it blacked it out, man. Blacked it out. Yeah, it's not there no more, man.
Oh yeah, it won't let me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You turn your back. I think I don't know. But yeah, man, you're gonna be able to get your hands on this merch very soon. And these are these are about to fly. Them right over there about to fly. So y'all don't worry, stay tuned, man. But other than that, man, shout out to all our sponsors, man. I know we ain't do this in the beginning, man, but shout out to the Rice, man, Chef Gun and this motherfucker, man. Shout out to you. You already know. Damn shame I wasn't able to get some of that rice for that party yesterday because that just would have took it over the top. But next time, you know what I'm saying? Next time we gotta have a nigga just pull up. He just gonna have to come up out there, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. He just gonna have to slide to that nigga crib, man. But other than that, bro, what you got to say?
He gotta come party, man.
No doubt. Oh, yeah, he gotta come out there and party. Facts. Oh, he would have loved it last night. Last night was just such a vibe, bro. Yeah.
Man, what? We gotta do that again. But yeah, we're gonna talk more about that. But just love, peace, and hair grease, man. That's
what it do, man. That's what it do,
keep it short and simple, like your boy used to say on Def Comedy Jam. That's all. Have a good night. Every single episode. He ain't never changed.
That nigga Martin used to be like, man, will you say something different, man? All right.
Yeah.
That's all. Everybody, good night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that between them, man. Yeah, but all right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Yes.